What's your recruitment strategy?
No more than you, I know which area I want to focus on in the interview.
So
thorough interview selection.
Okay.
Your CV, I don't care about your CV. You can hire somebody to write you a CV in this modern world. You can sit down in Nigeria and hire a company in UK.
So you're more interested in the aptitude?
Yeah, in the person, in the kind of person you are.
Okay, the character.
The readiness and the professionalism in you. I know you are just coming from the university or from the college or from the polytechnic and all that. I don't expect you to have everything in one box.
When you say an applicant's response to the questions you ask determine whether you're going to pick him or her at the end of the day, I'd like to know what kind of questions do you ask?
I use case study.
The average applicant. Case study.
I use case study.
This is the first time I'm hearing a Nigerian entrepreneur
I'm a Nigerian man with a Western idea. I use case study. For example, you are coming from real estate business. I'll give you a case study. I will let you analyze it and give me a solution to it. Perfect. It's as simple as ABC. Because
this
you are coming,
new one, really.
Because you are coming to work. You have to solve case study every day. How much can you handle stress? Because to be an estate agent, you have to handle stress on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So I can just say, for example, this tenant called you, that so happened, so happened. How are you going to take care of the situation? So if you are the man that I want to employ, you will give me the answer that I want to hear from you. It's not a yes or no answer. You have to go. I will give you time to talk about it. And I'm not somebody who is looking at your English. I'm looking at your intelligence.
Your analytical thinking ability,
and how you can solve
your problem-solving ability.
Skill. That's it. Because if you have the opportunity to go to school abroad, that is why degree from other Western world is going to be superior to ours, sorry to say, till Jesus comes.
We don't need to apologize.
Because why?
They're doing the right thing.
It's problem-solving skill. You have to be part of the learning process. When I was taking my master's degree, it's all case study. I've taken a course from the IPM, which you know about.
IPMA.
Yeah.
UK.
You are a fellow member, I know.
Yeah,
you are like a teacher to us in that course. So, it's all about case study.
You make my head sweat.
So, you guys gave us thorough case study last year, and we did it. And people that did not pass cannot have this. So, for you to be a professional in any field, you have to be a problem solver. You have to work with case, because on a daily basis you are meeting people. It's not about the mathematics you learn in your university. It's not about the chemistry. It's not about the graph. It's not about the.
And it's not about the grammar you speak.
You speak. No, come on. This is if I have a billionaire client who's speaking Yoruba, am I going to say because he speaks Yoruba, I'm not going to take his money?
Take his business. I'm
going to speak Yoruba to this man and let's work together and let him be my client. So
you tend to. Put them through scenarios in business,
but not worst case
to test their analytical ability,
what
problem
they have
solving
learned in
skills.
the university, and how they
what about character and aptitude? Character and attitude. Because somebody told me once that attitude is much more important in hiring than aptitude.
When you give case study, it's a combination of two.
Okay.
I said, how well can you take things under duress? It has to do with your attitude.
True.
You understand? If you are somebody that gets angry on the phone easily, you cannot be an estate agent.
How would you test that during an interview
I'll give you a case study. Like I said, if the case study is going to be a big case study, like a small sentence but with big meaning. For example now, I can say a tenant just moved into a house yesterday and he called you back that the water is not running, the electricity is not working, and he's angry, he wants his money back. How do you do that?
But if you're smart and you have what they call common sense, I want to assume that you'll be able to play the employer.
But I want to hear the terminologies.
Okay.
You understand? I'm a man in the field.
How would you gauge my attitude on a daily basis, my character?
You see, they said our attitude is like smoke. Okay. You can't hide it too much. If I give you 3 case studies different from different facets of the industry, within the 3, I will know kind of who you are, if you can handle stress or not. Because you can just say, okay, I will call the landlord and say to the landlord, you should go and fix this. Meanwhile, you don't have to talk to the landlord like that. Both of them are your clients, you are just standing in the middle.
How you gauge character and good attitude?
At the interview?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still not convinced that case studies alone Or do you have...
Do you know recruitment itself is a process as well? Interview is part of it.
Okay, it's just one leg on the process.
Yeah. You know, before he comes to you, you already have his CV. Even though if you don't want to pay attention to how brilliant the CV was. He has referee there. He has references where he has worked before. So after the interview, you can still go through background check.
Okay. Do you do that?
Of course we do. Like if I really want to employ you, I can ask you to go and get 2 reference letters from your referees. So I've agreed, this company has agreed to employ you on the basis of the fact that you have to produce letter of recommendation from 2 of your references.
You now go after the...
And then
interface with the referees.
Just call them. If you can...
Organizations rarely do that in Nigeria.
Well, it depends on what you want to achieve in life, like I said. If you really want to go far, you planning is everything. And then you have to be equipped yourself.
Because some will say, I'm going to have to hire somebody, some professional to do background check. Then I'm going to spend money calling referees.
I know. With time,
won't that increase the overhead expenses?
You know, when you are recruiting someone, that means there is a vacancy in your place.
True.
You want to fill in a gap. You just don't fill that gap. You want to fill in the best way you can, so that there won't be more vacancy. I have a guy in this building who has been with me for 3 years, and he's loving it. If I close by 6, he's going home by 6. Yesterday we left the office by 7, and he's never complaining. I don't keep this guy, but one of the time I said, your working hour is 9 to 5. But as long as I'm in that office, he's not going home.
So the referees or references, you tend to interface with the referees.
Yeah, of course,
afterwards.
to ask about their characters and what kind of person they know them as. Can they really vouch for them? Can they stand in gap for them? I said...
But sincerely, this is just one mighty thing. I know about background check.
Background check, about police reports, their criminal check.
Yeah, but the thing about checking with the referees.
Yeah, of course.
And then whatever the referees tell you, you want to see whether it aligns with what the applicant has told you during the interview.
I've seen cases whereby somebody did not even know that his name was used as a referee, as a reference. When I called this man, I said, ooh, like you finished from a university, you are using your HOD, he doesn't even know you. But because you want to woo the mind of the employer, he said HOD computer science. Employee gave you the CV when you don't even want to go through them in the first place. Every detailed information there is for you, it's not for him.
True.
He's trying to sell himself to you.
So interfacing with the referees,
goes
the
along
references and the background check goes a long way.
Because you have tested this guy professionally, you said, okay, this guy is sound professionally, but who is he in character? You go through the referee, or you let him get letters from where he has worked before. They will always get letters. And you see, some people will even use their dad as their reference. They will not change the name and put their father's phone number. When you now call the man, you will say, it's my son. That means that's the total failure. That's a lie. That means you cannot trust that kind of person.
Let me also say that you cannot totally eliminate error.
Of course. That's
but you can ameliorate it.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I'm excited about these wonderful, brilliant ideas that you are charging me for.
Another method is by referral. I employ you. You have been with me for 2 years. You are a good guy in all ways. You cannot be 100%, but you're giving me what I want, and you are ready to learn, and you have been part of the process I will go by. I can ask you to recommend somebody. You know, they say, show me your friend, and I tell you who you are.
Yeah.
I can say, okay, fine. Do you have somebody like you that you can vouch for? But you are going to sign an undertaking. If this guy goes astray, 2 of you are going, not only him.
Wow.
You see?
Wow.
So he's going to bring, probably, if he was a first class in the school, he's going to be the next guy that they used to do assignment together, who has been lobbying him for jobs. He's just going to call him, Jide, I have a job for you. And the guy, for the fact that he didn't want his friend name to be in charter, he will behave and he will be ready to learn alongside with his friend, because he's a new guy in the team, and he will even be ready. It will be more easier for us to train him, because he's going to be a friend to his guy, and he's going to be a part of the team. So,
won't they gang up against you?
You see, in every organization, you have your defense strategy.
Okay.
You have your even bank has it. If a bank sack is worker today, the first thing they do is they will make sure he does not have access to the username and password again. Even before he knows, he will just come to his office and log in, and he will find out. That means they have collected all his access.
Okay.
So we can't discuss that.
Referrals, which is another brilliant one that is coming forth today, is another strategy in terms of employee recruitment strategy. What else can you tell us?
Another way is we make public announcement. But by so doing, they are still coming for interviews and aptitude tests and background checks and all that. Or by way of...
But won't that open a floodgate of thousands of people?
It's better when you open a floodgate of thousands, because life itself is competitive.
But won't that be cumbersome? Won't organization manner
it won't be cumbersome. You will set a target. For example, if you advertise on Jobberman, for example, that you need a space in your office, from the moment you post the ad, you started getting emails.
True.
But you will set your limit that on Monday to Friday, and then you remove the ad. So those CV you have received from Monday to Friday, you go through them, you shortlist them for screening. Some brilliant students are not good in writing, but they can deliver. So you have to pay attention to their CV very, very well. Some people are good verbally. Some people can put things to work practically.
Sure.
Some people are a combination of both. So when you are picking the CV for shortlisting, you have to pay attention to all those facts.